Up and at 'em, Upper East Siders. It's important to start your day right. There's nothing worse than waking up on the wrong side of the bed. Except maybe waking up alone. I can hardly wait to see what today brings. Welcome back to another episode of Three Gossip Girls. I'm Liz.
And I'm Michelle.
And tonight we are discussing Season 6, Episode 2, High Infidelity. Original air date October 15th, 2012. Written by Anne-Marie Navarre Gill. Directed by Joe Lazaroff. While hosting her first high society party, Serena, along with Nate, discover something shocking about their dates. Meanwhile, a rival from Blair's past returns to impact her future as a fashion designer. Dan must choose if losing his integrity to get his new book released is worthy. Also, Chuck decides to dig up more dirt into Bart's past at the risk of destroying his marriage with Lily. I'm like, yeah, okay. So he's really risking the marriage.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Okay, so I thought it was a lot of fun with Nelly Yuki.
So fun. Nelly
So
Yuki.
fun. All of that was really fun. I have to say the Chuck Bart situation kind of bored me.
Snooze. It's a snooze.
And I'm like, am I missing something? Also, it was very reminiscent from earlier days because Blair would make with her minions and Nelly.
Yes.
And oh my God, Nelly like having the heart eyes for Patch.
She's always had a little crush.
Yeah, that was really cute. And Georgina, every scene, I just get a kick out of her more and more.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, I'm like the Bart stuff and Chuck, I'm like, this is losing me, unfortunately.
Agreed. And I also really didn't like the Blair stuff.
No, because it just felt like old Blair again. Even though I loved some parts of it and Dorota, but I'm just like, ugh.
I feel like we have 10 episodes. That's it.
I know.
We don't need to go and do the same shit we've been doing for the past 5 seasons. All we need to like beef it up. Like, let's do something crazy. This is not anything original. And and so far, and I've watched most of next week's episode as well, and it's still like there's nothing happening. And I'm like, this is episode 3. There's only 7 more.
That's disappointing. That's really disappointing.
Yeah, I was really hopeful, like so excited. Like, last 10 episodes is going to be a banger each time. I feel like Shanna kind of teased that, like so much happens, but I feel like nothing has happened.
Agreed. Yeah.
But, we'll get there. My glass of gossip tonight is titled The Suspense because you inspired me, Michelle. You're like, the suspense, Steven's suspense in last episode. And I was obsessed. And so this one is for Sage. And Sage is in gin. And we love gin. So it's another gin cocktail with lime simple syrup and a sage, obviously, garnish.
Beautiful.
What'd you think of Sage? I love the name Sage. I think it's a pretty name.
I do too. My cousin's name is Sage.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful name. Yeah. I don't want to jump ahead. I feel like I don't want to do that.
I was like,
I know.
missing
because we have fun Zoom backgrounds. We're Zooming tonight.
Yeah.
I'll say this. You know what? I feel like I'm just going to say everything I feel. So I'm going to wait for your recap.
Okay.
But
let's just get into it.
Yeah, let's just get into it.
We'll start with that anyway.
Okay.
But before, I want to just remind everyone, my 3 gossipers, we had feature for Blair versus Poppy in the feature article for Women's Wear Daily. Collab, that was for Nate and Padge for his serial or expose that he is wanting to collab with. And then we have Offspring for Sage. Steven's 17-year-old daughter. 17. She's a baby. Serena and Steven, they're cutesy in the morning. They're cuddling in the bed. Obviously, they're, getting pretty close. I'm sure. Basically, like almost living together at this point. And we find out Serena is hosting the Central Park Conservancy Gala, and she wants Steven to come. And he says he's so proud of her, but he has other arrangements. But apparently he is the one who got her this hosting gig. He's like really big and powerful. Nate and Sage are hooking up as well this morning. The Spectator is also sponsoring this gala for the Conservancy Gala. And so Nate and Serena meet up later to discuss details. They talk about their love life. And then at that moment, they see literally their prospective parties having lunch together. And they're like, wait a minute. Something's going on here. What are the chances that Steven and Sage know each other?
Right. But just the way that Nate and Serena handled this, like automatic assumption mode, and Nate just picks up his phone and leaves a nasty message.
Immediately, without failure, he just completely, it went out the window, and he was like, all right, yeah, I'm going to leave you a voicemail. We're done. So crazy.
Yeah, and just the fact that the both of them are watching their significant others at this point meet up, and they're just like, wow, how does this keep happening to us?
Right?
Like,
it just must be us. The chances.
Right, like you're not even going to have a conversation with them. Like even, I mean, Serena, she's like, okay, I guess I'll have to question him. And Nate's like, no, I know my past. I've been here, done that. I'm not even bothering. I was like, Nate, just, he annoyed me so much in this episode.
Agreed. And Serena taking like the higher route, I guess the more mature route, she just calls Steven and she's like, where are you? And he's like, I'm in a meeting. And then flat out, she's like, are you seeing someone else? Because if you are, I guess we didn't discuss that, but I feel like I should know. And of course he says, no, I'm not. So right. What did you think at this point?
I didn't think that they were sleeping together because I think that was the obvious choice. I didn't know how they were related though. Definitely did not predict, daddy-daughter.
Right. Later on, Steven calls Serena to tell her he actually cleared his schedule for coming to the gala, and now she knows that he's hiding something, but she doesn't really know what, and she does have a talk with Lily, and Lily is like, just, act normal around him, because this is the go-to for Lily. Like, we don't talk about the drama until we need to, and just save face and go to this event and pretend like nothing is wrong.
It was such a Lily answer. And Lily is just so proud that Serena is making her debut into adult society culture. And so she's like, you just have to smile and nod because that's what we do. I was like, oh my God.
That's Lily in a nutshell.
That's Lily.
Just smile and nod and wave, and later on we'll talk about it. But, for the time being, we just ignore.
Exactly.
So Serena does take this advice. We also have Sage, who keeps trying to contact Nate, but he has been dodging her calls. He finally picks up a call, and she's admitting, yeah, I did lie, but you can tell it's obviously not about the relationship. It's about something else.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really give her the chance to explain. So she decides she's going to go to the gala as well. She buys a fancy dress, and she meets him there. And so everyone's seeing everyone at the gala. Serena pretends to be okay with Steven. Sage confronts Nate, and this whole thing blows up, and we find out this is when Sage is Steven's 17-year-old daughter. And so Steven apologizes for withholding information. Sage apologizes for basically white lying about her age, I guess. And who she is. And Nate's like willing to give it another chance. And I'm like, is it me? This feels so icky.
It's so gross.
Right? Okay, I'm glad it's just not me.
No, that's the major issues I had with it. He's how old is Nate and Serena?
I think they're going to about to be 20, if not already 20.
So nobody is 21 yet.
No,
is Blair 21?
No, I don't think so. I don't know if we're getting any birthdays this season. Again, it's a truly new season to me, but I think that season 3 is when they went to college. So you're 18, 19. So they have to be approaching 21, right? At this point, around there.
Okay.
And so when you look at the numbers, it's not weird, 17 and 20.
It's not.
Not weird. But when you see them together, he looks like a man, and she then looks like a child.
They also
and acts like a child.
Yes, and they're also just very much in different stages of life because she's still in high school and he is running The Spectator. Why would he want to be with a high schooler?
Right, like you could have any girl out there, Nate.
The other thing that I found icky, not just okay, this is why I asked the ages, because Steven is like, Serena, you're the one for me. And I was waiting to introduce Sage to someone who was important in my life. I'm like, of course you were. Because Serena's the adult and she's the one worth introducing his daughter to. And I'm like,
right?
We are kids.
It doesn't track. It does not track at all.
But of course, because it's Serena.
It's Serena. It's still very unbelievable to me that Serena, I mean, we know she's the one with the beer flavored nipples. We know who she is. This is Serena van der Woodsen.
Mm-hmm.
But stepmom, Serena at 20 years, you're 20. You're a baby yourself.
How old is Steven?
I was just going to say, I don't know if we ever got confirmation of how old he is, but he's got to be at early 30s, if not later 30s, right? Because if you're having like a 17-year-old.
Yeah, we could just think about her.
Even if he had her when he was 17, let's just say, or 18, right. he's getting up there to be dating a 20-year-old who really has no life path.
Well, she
got
just
nothing going on in the life.
Yeah, but
she's just a socialite. She's
a socialite, and so like him dating her is fine. It's just I didn't like him saying I was just waiting for the right woman to introduce my daughter to, and it's like, and I just rolled my eyes because it is Serena, and Serena just this is just what happens with her because like really. People date different ages all the time.
Absolutely.
But the Nate and Sage thing feels icky.
It feels icky. It doesn't mesh. And like, did it mesh last week when we found out she was like a reporter? Which obviously she's not a reporter.
Right.
She's a high school student. But it felt better, obviously, then. The chemistry, and then right as soon as you find out she's 17, it like the chemistry completely goes out for me.
Agreed.
There's nothing
Same.
there.
Same.
So Steven and Serena, things seem to be going well, and like to me, I'm okay with it. Like if Serena's happy, I'm happy.
Yeah,
I really don't care if this is her end game. Whatever, it's fine.
Oh my God! I hope no way. We can't have Matt from Seventh Heaven being endgame.
I know. And then Serena be a stepmom. I just don't see that as her path. So we'll see what happens there. But the next day, Sage is walking to school with Mommy Dearest and Daddy. And it's really weird. Because Serena is essentially closer to her age than she is Steven's age. And so Sage meets up with her friends there. And Serena's like, yeah, you guys must know Nate from Gossip Girl. And Sage is like, nobody cares about Gossip Girl. Like, that's a thing of the past. And so she goes over to her friends. They're like, oh, is that your dad's new girlfriend, Serena van der Woodsen? And she's like, not for long.
Right. So it feels like this new generation of Constance Billiard's going to take over this season. With her trying to take down Serena. I'm like, what are we doing? This is where we're going?
Which is like, we don't need that to be the case. That's what the reboot is for, right?
Exactly.
Like, let's go new generation with a reboot.
Yes.
We don't need to go in the same season,
right.
same show with that. So the Nate and Sage feels icky. Serena and Steven not as icky. They both like lied. Serena literally lied about who she was. He lied about having a daughter. Like they're made for each other essentially. you know?
Yeah.
Let's go on to Padgy Boy. He's still a jerk in this episode. It doesn't get better, I don't think.
No.
He's been sleeping on Georgina's couch, though, which is so funny.
And she's staring at him.
Staring over and standing over him. He's sleeping there because of our chafing, as we call them, situation, the Rufus and Chivy debacle in last week's episode. So he mentions that he's actually been dropped from Simon and Schuster, and Alessandra is not working with him. So I'm assuming she's on the island. I didn't look it up, but it would make sense that she wouldn't be coming back.
I think so.
And Georgina's like, I think you need like a magazine or something to get this serial posted in so it will jump potentially another book deal for you. So their first stop is Vanity Fair. And then Georgina's like, yeah, and then after that, we hope it's going to be like a bidding war. So Dan heads to see Nate, and Nate begs him to collab with him. He says, the Spectator really needs a special piece. This could be it for us. And will you basically give me your cereal? And Dan's like, I don't really think we should mix business and pleasure. And plus Georgina's working on getting me a deal, but like kind of like thanks anyway.
So Georgina is just his manager at this point.
I guess so. She's taken on Alessandra's role, which is like great because we love Georgina and I would love to see her in every season.
Absolutely. Like the more the merrier.
Yeah,
she's the best part of the show at this point.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. So she and Dan meet up with a ton of magazines that would love to publish Dan's piece, but only if they make some cuts and take out some last names, which would, ruin the authenticity of this. And I feel like this would be, they probably don't want a lawsuit either,
right.
Like we're talking about high stakes people here. And so Dan is just like, no, justice needs to be served. And Georgina's like totally on his side. And so they head off to the gala that Serena's hosting. There, Dan runs into a blast from the past, Nellie Yuki. And she's still, as you said, like googly eyed for him. And she's like, I can't believe you're still like pining over this Upper East Side life. Like, I thought you were going to be better than that and kind of like
good.
Make your own path. Why are you relying on this entity to be big? Like you're a good, you got the stuff. Just be confident.
Like,
and
why
Dan
are you
never confident?
Yeah. And also like, why are you still trying to be in?
Right.
Stop trying to be in with them.
She's like, once I got to college, like I didn't give a shit about these people. Like they don't matter, so they shouldn't matter to you, and I would love to see that for you. Like make meaningful relationships and not just surround yourself with people who don't care about you. And so he decides to then give his cereal to Nate and the Spectator, and Nate promises, I'm going to print it word for word, no names changed. And he's like, are you sure you want to do this? And Dan says, yeah, I've already lost like all of my friends and family. I have nothing else to lose.
So he presents Nate, right? It was like a one sheet. Was this just because, okay, it was really funny because when I was watching this part of the episode, Ant walked in and he was like, what the fuck is this? It's a one sheet piece of paper, double spaced. What is there, 3 words on here?
Right.
What is he hiding? So was this just kind of a synopsis or was this just the one piece he's printing? But didn't he write like a whole thing?
Obviously there's more, but
right.
I don't. So in next week's episode is the Spectator does launch a part of his cereal. It's so weird for me to call it cereal, but that's what they keep calling it.
Right.
And so it's like just it's like one part of the story. So I'm assuming there's obviously multiple parts, but yeah, I know. Even Mike like sent a clip. He's like, "What kind of drama is on this one-page paper?
Exactly.
Like, what do you think's on there?"
Exactly.
Yeah. But he says he's got nothing else to lose, so he's just gonna release all of that info he's got.
It's so pathetic. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off.
It's okay.
It's just Padge is so pathetic at this point. I'm like, you don't care. You don't care because you don't care enough to like publish and, slander all these people. And it's like, but if you don't care, you don't care so much that you care so much. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, exactly. Just move the fuck on. Move the fuck on. Get out of this world.
Right. He's all like bark and no bite. And then now he's going to do the biting, and he doesn't care about who he hurts in the process, which is so selfish.
Yeah.
Because those are the people that you claimed were your friends and family, and now you're going to just throw them under the bus. So whatever he can say about them, I guess he's going to do it. And then we have Blair, who is another child, in my opinion, in this episode. And she's so excited because, as we said, Women's Wear Daily is coming to interview her for their magazine. The only problem is her team that she had back in Paris didn't follow her to the U.S., so now she's scrambling to figure out how to look presentable to the reporter. So she hires Cotty and Jessica to be her seamstress and her model. I'm like, oh, here we go. This is like, I could write this in my sleep.
I know. So it's like fun to see them again, but also here we go. Same shenanigans. I did love Dorota setting up her office. I thought that was really sweet. Her office looks great.
Great. Yeah. Because that was Eleanor's.
I know. But like,
amazing.
Here we go again.
Yeah. I loved Dorota in this episode. Every time we get to see her, obviously, it's always like a breath of fresh air, and I love her, and she's loves Blair so much, and she just wants to help out. So they get everything together. The reporter comes, and surprise, surprise, it's Nellie Yuki. She is being belittled by Blair. Blair's like, what are you doing here? All of these horrible things that you could say about a person, until she quickly realizes, oh, wait, you're actually the reporter. And now I need you to write a good article about me in my line. And so we also find out that Poppy Lifton, another blast from the past. Poppy.
Which is so funny because on my predictions, I said to you, like, it'd be fun if Poppy came back.
I know. I know. I was like, wow, that's pretty good.
It's really random.
Right? It's so random.
Yeah.
But she is making it in the world herself, being a new young designer. And she is basically in competition, but not. It's Blair's mind that she's in a competition with Poppy. And so Blair naturally makes this all about how do we get revenge on Poppy and how do we get a better part of the article, if anything.
Right.
Then Nellie quickly realizes that Blair is lying, obviously, about her team, and Blair orders her minions to go check out Poppy's designs. So apparently Poppy has similar designs and the exact same fabric as Blair. What are the chances of that?
So weird. They
both thought they had such like unique taste in this fabric, and they both used the same fabric.
It must have been in the front window at Mood.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. Like, oh, okay, that's a cool, trendy fabric, right?
Right.
And so Blair is pissed because she thinks Nellie and Poppy teamed up to, take down Blair, which I said before, this seems like so circa 2008 season 2 or 2009, and it's just boring. And I was like, okay, here we go again. Blair's going to make a huff and puff, and it's not going to even be for any purpose.
But it also just shows how insecure Blair still is.
Yeah. Agreed.
It's hard to work through insecurities and to work past it. And she was given this huge responsibility. She doesn't want to let her mom down. She isn't a designer. She has the ideas, but she can't execute it, right? And so Blair is just like the queen of self-sabotage. Truly.
Yes. Yeah. And I feel like, I could be wrong in my thought process here, but because now she's scheming with Chuck again, not so necessarily scheming, but getting back into her old ways with like the game and not yet, I feel like it just took her right back to high school.
Regressed,
and like,
yes.
I don't want pair anymore by all means, but I feel like she acted way more adult in that relationship, or even out of that relationship before she got back, quote, with Chuck, than she has. She just was way more adult. Yeah, and we just reverted right back to high school Blair. Blair knows she needs to get into this conservancy gala because Poppy's going to release her collection there. And so we know Serena's hosting it. Blair and Serena are not speaking, but of course we know Blair. She's going to get in some way, somehow. She tries to schmooze Nellie at this gala. Nellie knows exactly what she's doing. Serena goes over and tells her, you need to get the hell out because I didn't invite you and I can't risk you making these childish games and getting me in trouble and risking my reputation here.
Fair.
Like, props to her because we don't need it.
And also her saying, like, I don't have anything against Blair. I just am trying to move on with my life.
Right. Like, I'm not holding a grudge here. I want to do this. This is my adulting. My life is, at stake, my reputation here. So just leave it be, Blair. But, it's Blair. And this is Blair's future on the line too. And she just always goes about it the wrong way. And like you said, like just self-sabotages herself. And so that's exactly what happens because we see Poppy in the flesh, which we haven't seen since like season 3 and we probably will never see again. But she's like, no, I just have the same taste as you. And you actually embarrassed yourself because Nellie was going to write this down and post this article. But Poppy's like, don't even give her the satisfaction of even writing a snuff piece about her. Or not a snuff piece, but, like a bad article because it would just still give her press. And Blair doesn't deserve that. Then the next day, Blair starts from scratch. She gets her new team in the U.S. She's showing off her new designs in 10 days. Yeah. So at a showing, and they need brand new design. She's like, scratch the old. Let's go in with new stuff. And so they need to move their asses quick because they literally only have 10 days. And lastly, we have Chuck in another, as you said, boring situation. We have Chuck and Amira. They've been hard at work for, it seems, about a week, trying to figure out why Bart had paid her to stay quiet. She wants to go home. Her fiance is there. They keep coming up short. So she's like, I just want to go. Okay, Chuck? And Chuck's like, just one last plea. Come to brunch with me so we could shake up Bart again. It's like, do you not know Bart Bass?
I know.
He's not shaken up by any of y'all, okay?
And he'll always be one up on you.
Right, always. And he's like, I want to see my dad squirm. And obviously he doesn't squirm. And then he approaches Amira in private and is like, if you don't leave, I'm going to threaten your family and like your entire career. So you better get out of here. And so Amira tries to leave, but Chuck stops her and like withholds her money from her that Bart paid her. But then Bart, disguising as Blair, tricks Chuck into leaving and then gets into Chuck's safe because of the mother's birthday is that both of their passwords.
Yeah.
It's just a hot mess.
I know.
So then Amira leaves and Bart's like, hey, let's play nice. And Chuck's like, actually, I don't really want to. You've never played nice like my entire life. So I think I'm just going to try and get you back, basically.
Yeah,
so
but...
then, yeah.
No, but Amira spent a weekend with Bart. Like, she withheld that information.
Right. Yes, I didn't mention that part, but Lily overhears Bart and Amira talking about their weekend together. So then Lily approaches Bart about it. And Bart's like, yeah, she's extorting me for money, which really it's the other way around. And now Lily's like, well, what will Charles think about this? So then she tells Charles.
Of course. Of course.
And Charles is upset about it. And this is when Amira does leave. And Bart says to Lily, like, I don't think Chuck and I are going to have a relationship. And Lily's like, no, I won't give up hope. It's still going to all work out. And then our last couple of scenes, we have Chuck getting a letter from Amira, who inside has a picture of her and Bart from that weekend, and this man who apparently is a lead. And she says, don't contact me anymore because I'm done. Like, I'm out of it. So I'm assuming she's also on the island. So that whole thing, I feel like every single excerpt that I just read could have been as usual from any episode of Gossip Girl.
Yes.
No creativity going on here. My juices aren't flowing. I'm not excited about it.
I know, but the whole
it's sad.
Right. And I think now we're like expecting big things because this is the last season. So every episode we have so much weight in it, and then this happens, and you're like,
it's a letdown.
Like, I appreciate Nelly Yuki. I appreciate Poppy. But like this Bart shit and the Chuck stuff, and then Amira ended up like being involved with Bart but lying the whole time, so she's not like a trustworthy source, but then she sends the picture. I'm like, what?
Right.
Like, ugh. Ooh, where's Jack? Where's Jack?
I know, and we keep referencing Jack, but we don't actually see him.
Right.
And I know he's not on the island, but I'm just like, we need him because we need some sort of like comic relief at least at this point because it's bad.
I'd rather see him work with Jack than Amira. Like,
Yeah.
don't bring in another character.
Agreed.
Just let's go back with Jack.
Yeah, I feel like, no offense to you, Steven and Sage.
Yeah, no. Like,
We didn't need you. We didn't need
No.
Amira. Let's just go back to what we know, our core, and let's do stuff with them. Why do we have to involve other people that didn't bring anything to the story?
Right. Like, I'd rather focus on actually Chivy and like the chafing situation. Let's just see where that's going to go because we're already in it. Let's wrap that shit up. Let's see where we're going with that.
Right. Yep. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back with your segment. All right. Welcome back from your break. We have some trivia. The title is based off the movie High Fidelity. The vintage designs displayed at the Waldorf Designs Atelier. Oh, the brain. Atelier. I don't know why I can't say that word. Anyway, so it's the orange dress Serena wore in Bad News Blair, the green dress ripped off of Jenny at Pret-a-Porter, and the blue dress that Blair gifted Jenny in the Wild Brunch.
That's cool.
The photos, yeah, right? Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
They like brought it back full circle.
Yeah.
And the photos on the wall are the ones taken at their first photo shoot with Blair and Serena.
Yeah.
You
Classic.
know, cute. We had some music by Lady Hawk, David Brin and St. Vincent, Crystal Fighters, and Charlie XCX. Jen asks, which is worse? The Chivy Rufus leg wrap from the last episode or Nate hooking up with a 17-year-old?
Oh my gosh. What a great question.
They're both like,
Ew. Icky.
icky. I think the Chivy leg wraparound is worse, right?
Same. The chafing
Oh.
situation. What do we call them? Chafis?
Chafing. Chafis. We call it Chafis. Yeah.
Chafis. Chafis
It's
is
worse.
Is worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why it is, but it is.
No, it is. It's gross.
Yeah. And the Nate hooking up with a 17-year-old, it's Nate. You know?
Yeah.
Out of anyone, it would be Nate. So,
Or Chuck. It would be Chuck too.
Or Chuck. I'm just like, obviously, I'm so sick of Nate just hooking up with girls. There's like no other storyline.
Well,
Why am I surprised?
I mean, he's got his job now. So
Or at least there's that. He's like an established working individual.
what else
who's
is he
making
supposed
it.
to do? He's
Exactly.
gonna hook up with girls.
Right. I want more for
Yeah, I know.
that character, but I am a broken record. Jen also asks, how do you think Sage versus Serena will play out?
Yeah, this should be an interesting situation. I wonder how she's going to try to take down Serena.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not that exciting,
great.
in my opinion.
Awesome.
But
Can't wait.
again, nothing is really going on with this episode. Did you think that Steven was cheating on Serena? Vic wants to know.
I didn't.
Yeah, you said maybe just related somehow. She thought maybe they were sister and brother.
Yeah, I thought that too. I thought that maybe, oh my God, my computer just turned dark again. Here we go. Gonna
Technology.
look like a hot dog again. No, I thought they were siblings, actually.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, like a younger
Definitely.
sister, and I have to watch out after you.
Right. Like, don't get yourself into trouble. And then I forgot to even mention that he punches Nate,
Yes.
right? That
Yes.
happens. I'm like, did that happen? He punches Nate.
Yep. Get
That's
off.
real mature, dude.
Just get off my daughter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mike asks, how many episodes until Matt and Serena break up?
I say till episode 5.
All right, so we got 2 more episodes.
Yeah.
And at that midway point, Serena and Steven will be no more.
Complete.
Yeah. So they're not end games.
No. I have no faith in them.
Right.
Like, I'm okay with this, but I don't think they're endgame.
Right. I get what you're saying. Like, we're fine with it either way.
Right.
This is what Mike says. How much info can be in 1 page? Nate acting like 1 page is so scandalous and no one's going to talk about Padge after no one's going to talk to Padge after he publishes it. He wants to know, do we think this is the end of Amira or will she be back? I honestly don't know. Didn't look it up. I'm going to assume that's the end of her.
I think she's done her thing. I think that's it. She sent the picture, got her money. We learned that she hooked up with Bart. Like, I think she's done for.
Right. Huh. Yeah, I guess we'll see. In your opinion, what's a bigger secret to withhold from your partner? Your real name or that you have a child?
I think that you have a child.
Yeah, I can agree.
Because
a name is a name.
Yeah.
A name is a name, like.
Either way, it's going to be taken as, why did you lie to me? What else are you hiding? But I think definitely a child I would be more shocked at.
Agreed.
I would want to know that, please, and thank you.
Yeah, please let us know. Do you think Eleanor will make an appearance at the fashion show?
I do. I hope. Or maybe we'll at least a mention of her. Like, your mom she saw the looks and she loved it and she's so proud. I would love to see her.
Something like that. Just
something. Recognition.
Right. Exactly. Vic wants to know, do we think that Chuck will find out Bart's secret? I sure hope so.
I do, but probably again, I'm going to think 2 episodes. I think whatever we're working on is going to get us to midway, and then we're going to get into the Chuck and Blair wedding. Even though,
okay, go ahead.
I thought I predicted that they would be married halfway through.
I think you did.
But I don't think that's happening yet. Maybe episode 7, 8.
Okay, so getting near to the end, but not at the finale.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think, if you think we're going to stop all this nonsense, episode 5, what do you think the last 5 would hold? What could we do?
Well, I think maybe the Chivy stuff will pan out. And Lily, I still feel, is going to redeem herself and not end up with Bart. And then we're going to have the wedding, which I think will be I think it's going to be a super low-key wedding. I think Chuck and Blair actually are going to be we just love each other. We want to be together.
Just go to town hall?
Yeah, or something super small. It's not going to be extravagant. Even though it should be because it's Cher, but I think they're past it.
It's been exactly.
Yeah. They just need to get it done already.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we have to get Blair and Serena friends again.
Yeah, I'm so not interested in that.
So I think this will wrap up. Once Steven, suspenseful Matt Camden leaves, then by episode 5, 2 episodes, I guess, because everything has to be exhilarated because this is the last season. There's only 10 episodes.
Yeah, right. Vic also says, what do you think Sage will do to actually break up Serena and Steven?
It's a great question. I don't know. I truly don't have any predictions for that. I don't know if she has minions. It seems like is she just starting Constant Billiard or she's been going there?
That's a good question.
It's the start of the new school year. And she's a senior, right? She's a senior. She's just 17.
Yeah. I think she's been going there.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know if they explain that.
It probably doesn't matter. I'm just asking these questions.
It matters to us,
Right. So I don't know what she's going to do. Try to find out her shit from her past, and then she's going to be like, I'm an adult, I grew up.
Right.
Nice try.
Do you think her like ratting out Serena and her past is going to sway Steven to break up with her?
I don't, but I think Steven's going to get to the point where he's going to be like, oh, I'm leaving. I'm just not going to be here anymore and I'm taking off. Like, this isn't for me.
Don't come with me.
Right. And hey, maybe, Sage, she's going to get information from Nate because Nate is publishing the thing from the serial. And so she'll just use that. And it's just like, it's still gross to me that Nate is like, yes, I'm going to continue this. You lied to me. You're 17. You're in high school. But you know what? I can't get it anywhere else. And you were a good lay. So let's keep this up.
So
it's bullshit.
Untrue.
It's such bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't like it. But I think, again, she's going to get information from that. Use it against Serena. Use it, That's where I see this going.
Mm-hmm. Vic says, why do you think Serena cut all ties with Blair? She still does talk to Nate and Chuck is her brother.
Because she's trying to change herself. Yeah. I mean, look how Blair showed up acting like Blair. And Serena's like, I don't want to do with this anymore. I'm trying to rid that. And like, listen, when you have I don't know, I think it's different when you have a female friendship versus like, you should hold them closer, right? But then like it could be easier to just like shoot the shit with the guys because it's like less drama. Her and Blair have always had so much drama, and her and Nate have had different kind of drama. And Chuck, whatever. It's not like she's best friends with Chuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's just,
and I think, as we know, Nate is like the most loyal friend. So Serena, if she ever needed anything from him, he would drop.
Right.
Yeah, he would drop anything and help her. So
they have that. It
just
bond.
makes sense that they would still speak. And she rarely speaks to Chuck, but if she needed to, she would.
Exactly.
It's just Blair. She can't deal with that drama anymore.
Right.
If you're trying to better yourself, I get it. I'm like so here for that.
Yeah, same. It sucks. You shouldn't abandon your best friend, but I understand where Serena's coming from and what she's trying to do.
Right. Like if
Good
you
luck.
rid yourself of a toxic relationship, like that's a weight lifted off your shoulders.
Absolutely.
And she might not ever want to look back. Like I honestly don't know in the end. Is Serena, I mean, I could assume, Serena and Blair are going to get back together and mend their relationship. But in real life, maybe they wouldn't, Like,
yeah,
maybe it wouldn't be necessary for them.
Right.
But it's a show, so.
Yeah.
Will says, what will happen with Dan's book in the end?
It will get published. And everyone will be like, wow, we even look at you lower now.
Right? Do you think they will forgive him, or they'll literally just be like, you know what? We're good. We don't need to be your friend anymore.
Probably because at this point, no one's really talking to him. So it's just like, why did you do this? Like, you are a sad human.
Yeah.
And I want to know what's in that book. Like, what is in that book?
I wonder. I hope we find out one day soon.
Yeah. And then I could see like a movie being made too. Like, we've got it.
Like,
we know this is happening.
Anything that the audience doesn't know that's in there?
I don't know. Good question.
We could go back to like a One Tree Hill situation, and like years down the line, you find out these two people hooked up, and you're like, wait, that changes things.
Yes, give me that.
So,
that would be interesting.
Maybe we'll do something with that. I truly don't know. I would look forward to hopefully stirring up something here because it's really just flatlining.
Yeah.
For me.
We should ask Shanna, like, I know Shanna said it's good, but like, when does it really get good? Like, what episode in season 6? Or who's seen it? Like, we have listeners who have seen it. Like, when does it get like, oh, yeah, this is good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Kool-Aid man. Oh, yeah. Is that the Kool-Aid guy? Where he like, oh, yeah. And he like busts through the wall.
Or I was thinking of with the George Lopez show, right? Doesn't it go, oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. What a throwback. What is that what he did?
Song, right? Isn't that what they say in it?
Really?
Did I just make that up?
I have like
I don't
that
know.
was on like
Sam
Nick
and I
at
would
Night.
like watch that at like 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
On, like, a sleepover, and
Right.
I would wake up to the theme song.
I'll have to Google that when we're done.
Yeah, let us know, because I completely could be mixing up with something else.
Which is the Kool-Aid guy.
Before we end our questions, I just wanted to shout out Sophie from Germany, sending us a really sweet email, and we hope you catch up soon. She sent us an email about how she's loving the podcast and how she's seen the show before, and she's now binging the podcast to get up to us in real time. So hope you make it for the finale.
Hi, Sophie.
So if you've made it till now, hey Sophie, what's going on? So excited to have you. All right, so what fashion did you like?
I actually liked Serena's pajamas in the beginning.
Oh yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
I really liked Serena's blue dress. I thought that was cute.
Gorgeous. I love Georgina's gala dress.
Yeah, she looked great.
And
amazing.
Nelly Yuki's glasses, both of them, both pairs.
Yeah,
love them.
She's got cool, funky glasses.
Yeah.
I did like Sage's outfit at the end. It was very like 2007 Serena with like the hat and this plaid skirt, Constance uniform. It had me LOLing. I was like, oh, it's very 2007.
How many headbands did you have? I had 5.
I didn't even, it's funny, I didn't even count them.
Oh my God, because it was so reminiscent because Blair rocked one and then the Minions had them.
Completely over my head. Also, we've been like in a weird funk, not a funk here, but like we were off for a week.
I know. Our schedule's been messed up.
My notes are like older and I'm like, wait, I feel like I have to refresh my brain on this episode. So I didn't even write down headbands. What kind of Gossip Girl host am I?
That's okay. I'm a host too. I'm a Gossip Girl host. We have 5 headbands.
Beautiful. 5 headbands. Yeah. That's a lot of headbands.
I also really enjoyed Nate quoting the Millionaire Matchmaker, Patty Singer.
Yes.
I used to watch that. I loved that show. It was like a guilty pleasure.
I wish they still... I would love to like go back and watch. Do you think we could find it streaming somewhere?
It's got to be somewhere. I loved that show. Where is she doing?
Too.
Where is
she
Patty?
Was great. I don't know.
I always wanted to work. I always wanted to work on that show, and I always wanted to be a matchmaker.
Yeah, I loved it. It was so good.
It was so good.
We should find her on socials and see if she's what
is
she's
she doing. Yeah.
What kind of quotes did you like in the episode?
I had can't wait to start burning bridges together.
I still have nightmares about Nairtinis and yogurt bombs. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night shouting tights are not pants.
I mean, if that's not like quintessential,
that is Gossip Girl.
It's Gossip Girl. That is Gossip Girl.
I loved it so much.
I also had go get dressed for success.
I have, if you're referring to Nate, he has a surprisingly high IQ.
Yeah. Yeah.
How could the smartest boy at St. Jude's still want everything he can't have?
Yes, Nelly Yuki. Nelly Yuki. Oh my gosh, that whole moment was just like a giant mic drop. She was good, just like giving her truth. And then I'm like, Padge, can you just like date Nelly? But you are not good enough for her.
No, nobody is worthy of Nelly Yuki.
She deserves so much.
The world.
Oh, Nelly Yuki.
Love her.
Love.
She's my MVP.
She's also my MVP. I also love the fact that she told Blair that, yes, I set up this interview, but I knew you would self-sabotage. I just had to sit back. I didn't have to do anything. Yeah, I just had to sit back and watch it happen. So good. So good.
We did have some votes for Nelly Yuki the most, and we did have a vote for Dorota, which she's always classic MVP. Who'd you pick as your shittiest?
No one was like so shitty where I feel they deserve it. Yeah. But I think Nate annoyed me a lot in this episode. So I'm just going to give him the shittiest just because he annoyed me.
Yeah. I chose Blair.
Yeah. Because
I felt she was super childish. And it felt like I was watching season 2, as I've said multiple times. So I wasn't really going for that journey.
I agree. I hear you.
Yeah, we did have votes for Bart because he's always a shittiest. And then we had Chuck actually for the way he kind of manipulated Amira in that situation, like withholding her money and like really keeping her there for not really a good reason.
Yeah.
So I get that.
Totally.
All right, it's time for a Betty of the Week.
You're a total Betty. You're a total Betty. You're a total Betty.
This week, I am representing Britt
Britt!
C. Yes, Britt has been with us for definitely a few months now, and we're so glad we're getting to know you. You have been active on our Discord chat. That's a special we have on our Patreon if you're interested. But it's Brittany Betch, and I hope you're not offended by that name because it's the queen herself, Brittany.
Queen.
Yeah, we just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you, Britt.
If you want to be a Betty of the Week or a Booster of the Week on Talkin' Texas Forever, then definitely check out our Patreon. We just added a new tier called Full Hearts. It's just $1 a month. If you have $1 to spare, maybe don't buy your coffee. Just send it over our way to the Total Betties. And you get a shout out and you get some perks over there. And we also have 2 other tiers that you get some perks. And obviously one of them is being on the Discord and getting to be a Betty of the Week. So thank you, Brittany. And thank you to all of our lovely patrons. We love you so much.
Thank you, Betties. I want to wish a very happy birthday to Jillian and Ava. They have birthdays coming up.
Sunny Ava.
Thanks, girls. I hope you have wonderful birthdays. Oh, I like that. Doing the sun.
Every time I see Ava's name, I still see Sunny Ava. I love that girl.
Sunny Ava.
And Jalance.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time for the title for next week's episode, my 3 gossip words. And we're going to be joined by our patron, Mike, which I'm so excited.
Okay, I am here. I am ready. Cannot wait for this title.
This title is a good one.
Okay.
All right, so season 6, episode 3 is titled Dirty, Rotten Scandals.
Ooh.
My 3 gossip words are... 3 gossip words. Runway. Lawsuit. Mentor. It's really hard to pick words I've never used before.
Credit to you for trying. Okay, runway has to do with Blair's fashion show. Since 10 days have gone by, it's time to make the debut.
How do you think that fashion show is going to go?
I don't think it's going to go great. I have hopes because I want her to succeed, because I want Blair to leave the pettiness in her, or maybe just tone it down a little bit and gain some confidence. So I kind of do really want it to go well, but I don't think it's going to go well. I think maybe, I don't know, I was going to say maybe something's going to happen there, like the drama of the episode will take place during the fashion show. But I think the lawsuit has to do with Padge, and maybe somehow Sage is going to get information and work that with Serena and her dad, and that's going to cause a whole big thing. And then mentor. Sage is going to become somebody, Sage is going to look for a mentor who's going to have some beef with Serena. Everything she's going to do is going to somehow take down Serena, right? Do we have chafing? Are we chafing next episode?
We're chafing a little bit in next week's episode.
Okay. Because again, we still have to, I feel like they set us up, but we're going to keep that on the back burner until we deal with all this shit, and then
bring
this back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think that's exactly what's going to go down. They're in it a little bit in next week's episode.
So that's where I'm at with that.
Yeah, you did pretty damn well.
Thank you.
You'll see next week, and we'll be in person next week. So look forward to
very exciting
seeing your reactions and chatting with Mike. He's always a good time.
Always.
Yeah. Our emoji, I felt like a newspaper. Like, I don't know what
I was gonna
to do. I
say
have no
like a
clue.
dress, the dress
dress.
emoji because of
Let's
the
do a dress.
fashion. Yeah.
Perfect.
Let's do a dress. You can take that dress and you can leave it in an Apple Podcast review. Dress
Sure
for
can.
success while listening to this podcast.
Love it.
But if you're new here, we always pick an emoji to match the episode. That way we know you're listening. You could send it to us in a DM on Instagram. You can email it. You can drop it in Patreon, Discord. Like we said, Apple Podcast review. We do have a review that I do want to read.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I said what I said. Monkey, like the hand over the face emoji by Lachlan, 5 stars. I hate to say it, but I think I actually dislike Gossip Girl now. I know this is controversial and people are going to wonder why I listen to a podcast about a show I don't like anymore, but I love reminiscing. It will forever hold a special place in my nostalgic heart, but yikes! I don't know what I was thinking back then. In particular, the later seasons are just not my jam. And to add to the controversy, I'm Team Jenny and Vanessa and ship pair too. Woohoo!
Who are you? Come hang out.
I know. I enjoy listening to the podcast because it makes me feel like I'm rewatching the show without actually watching it. It's fun to hear Michelle and Liz's thoughts and predictions also. Thanks, ladies, for doing the Lord's work by recapping a show that I don't want to rewatch. It feels nice to know that you have the same unpopular opinions as me as well. And then a big X, a big O, a big X, a big O. This review is everything of why I podcast this show.
Right. Well, and these are the people we are podcasting for, right?
Right.
Like, if you're a super fan of this show, you're probably not going to love some of the things we've said, maybe not have the same opinions, which is totally cool. Like, we're up for conversation. Like, that's the whole purpose of this, is to talk and talk and talk and analyze and overanalyze.
Yeah.
But you gotta be real with your love. Like, you know what you're talking, like, you know what you signed yourself up for with this show.
Exactly.
So, but thank you so much. That was an awesome review.
That was so good.
Whoever you are, we want to give you hugs because you seem to be one of us. So.
I know. You get it. You're one of us.
And we don't hate this show. I do not hate this show.
Well, I have to say, like, I maybe next week we'll read. I do want to read the 1-star review we got. I love those reviews because, one, you gave us the downloads. So thank you.
Thank you for the downloads. Yeah.
And 2, like, they make me laugh. So I'm gonna read the recent 1-star we got next week so we can talk about that. I was listening to a podcast and Nicole Byer was on it and she was reading her like bad reviews that people send her and it was so funny. And she's like, I love these. And I'm like, I'm the same way. Like, I truly, when I read this, because it's like, one, we triggered you so much that you had to take the time to leave a bad review. I'm honored. Yeah. I'm honored. Yeah. You took time out of your day to just criticize. And it's not even criticizing us. It's just like, you guys don't like the show and I don't like that. But I'll read that next week. But please leave us a review. It would mean so much.
Definitely. And also, we're on Good Pods. If you're a listener over there, it's basically Goodreads for podcasters. And you can go on and download the app and listen through there. And you can listen to all of your podcasts on there. And I believe you can even review. You
can review. And
so
then
you can do it over there.
You can follow us and then we can see what you're listening to. And you can see what I'm listening to throughout the day. And then we can exchange ideas of what we're all listening to. It's really cool. It's a really cool app.
Yeah. So check out that app if you are familiar. If not, then, read about it.
Yeah.
Read about it. Why not?
Exactly.
All right. So before we go into After Dark, I have a Will's treat. This was a good one. Very on brand for me. Gossip Girl characters as fast food restaurants.
Ooh, good one.
I don't know why I said on brand for me.
I know. I'm like,
going to any fast food restaurants.
Fast food list? Who are you?
But if you're like, what is your go-to, or what was your go-to, like growing up, or when you were drunk? Like, what was your fast food choice?
Okay. So growing up, it was McDonald's only because I was obsessed with all of the Happy Meal toys. Like when they released the Beanie Babies, my
So
mom spoiled us. She would take us every single day so I could collect them all.
So cute.
Yeah. So I would say McDonald's when I was a kid, but when I got older, but the thing is, when I got older and I would get drunk, I would just like heat up warm milk and eat cereal. Like, you know how I ate. Like, I didn't do the typical
What
thing.
was your McDonald's order as a kid?
I think chicken nuggets with honey, what was it? The
Honey mustard?
Yeah.
Same.
Also
Chicken
Taco
nuggets. Mm-hmm.
and Taco Bell when I was a
Taco
kid.
Bell. Taco Bell, that was like my Ron special was when it was Dad's like day to take us out, we would get McDonald's or Taco Bell. And those were his two faves. I think now he has gone on to Burger King. Whatever's the cheapest. Burger King, I think, is maybe the cheapest. But we always went to McDonald's, and my staple would be chicken nuggets. And then as I got older, was Taco Bell, and loved everything about Taco Bell.
Yeah,
So
right? I love the chalupas and the
I love
gordita
everything at
crunch.
Taco Bell.
Also, Wendy's, I used to love their baked potato with broccoli and cheddar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like hard as a rock, their baked potatoes.
Sure, you
so
could
funny.
You could throw it at someone's head, but
All right, so the Gossip Girl characters is fast food restaurants. We have Blair, Chick-fil-A. Efficiency would be the name of her fast food game. Fuck Chick-fil-A. I said what I said.
that's right.
Dan.
Fuck Chick-fil-A.
Dan, Starbucks. He would be too pretentious to actually go to a fast food place, so he would get a bacon, egg, and Gouda from Starbucks. He 100% would. Chuck, a truck stop McDonald's. This man is as high class as they come, but you sometimes find him at the lowest of lows.
Nice. Love it.
Serena, Taco Bell. She loves a white American take on Latin culture, whether it's vacationing in Spain or dancing in Argentina or chalupas.
That's so good. I love that.
Nate, Jack in the Box. This is perfect for their resident pothead on the Gossip Girl crew. I've never had Jack in the Box.
Me neither.
I don't know what I would get there, but I always see it on like YouTube and stuff. People eating Jack in the Box. Bart, Burger King, just not good. Not terrible, but not good. Also kind of terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Lily, In-N-Out Burger, the perfect restaurant for a Californian with a penchant for keeping her loved ones waiting for her affection. And then he inserts the Californians from SNL, that clip.
Yes.
He's like, please watch, which I'm like, of course, I've seen this a million times, but I will post on Patreon if you haven't.
So good.
We have Georgina White Castle. She is the queen of her scheming castle. Nelly Yuki, Dairy Queen, a top shelf spot for a nice treat like a surprise Nelly Yuki appearance. Miss Carr, Long John Silver's, she hooked me.
Oh my God.
And Maureen, Jersey Mike's, exquisite. I wouldn't call Jersey Mike's exquisite, Will, but I love that journey for you.
The thing is, people who love Jersey Mike's love Jersey Mike's.
Apparently.
But I've had it once, I think. Like, what would I... Isn't it just like Subway?
I've had it a couple times, like luncheons at work and stuff, people would order, and I'd be like, yeah, okay. But now what I do there is I get the tub. So it's the tub of lettuce with the cold cuts on top. But, like, you can make that at home. You don't need to buy that from Jersey Mike's. So,
yeah. It was great,
what do
though.
I know? Loved that one. It's making me hungry. But we're going to snap on in, strap on in. We're ticking up and clicking up.
Click.
Into the roller coaster.
Click.
Click.
Click. Click. Click. Click.
You know you love us.
XOXO.
Gossip Girls.
After dark.
My arms are a different color than my face. That's self-tanner. All right. After dark. I don't got anything from anyone for After Dark, but the more, like in next week's episode, I feel like Padge is literally talking to Nate about Gossip Girl, and I'm like, okay, so like you really have to like zoom in because this is Gossip Girl. So
Yeah.
I feel like they're not doing a good job of even like making a like I don't know. I feel like they should be really like honing in on like we're figuring out who Gossip Girl like is the whole season. So there's like a big shebang at the end. You know what I mean? Like we're not doing anything like
We're
that.
not doing
It's
it,
so
no.
boring right now.
And
these episodes are boring.
yeah, and right now, like if you really were to think about it, you're like, okay, he's the one who has all the secrets. I would guess it's Patch.
Right. And he's the one writing the expose
Right.
on the whole Upper East Side. So it's like, duh. The only other person you could see it being is Nelly Yuki, because they just brought her back in.
Yes.
Even though obviously it wouldn't make sense because she wasn't there from day one, but I guess at that point it didn't matter. But like it feels so incredibly obvious. But then again, I'm just complaining about how they are not doing anything to make it sort of exciting. So I don't know what I want. I just don't want this.
Same. I agree.
I was so hopeful. I guess I had such high expectations that I really got let down.
Well, maybe when the series is wrapped, we'll look back and be like, okay, this wasn't a bad season. I understand why they did XYZ. This makes sense for the progression of Padge being Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes it takes some time to reflect. It's hard when you're in it to see it.
Yeah.
But I guess like I'm just taking it for face value. I mean, I really enjoyed seeing Nelly Yuki. I enjoyed seeing Poppy.
Me too.
I guess the thing is I don't really have expectations. So if you just expect nothing and you just watch it as like this show's ridiculous.
Yeah, then it gets better.
It's easier. It's easier to watch.
So I will try that for next
Yeah,
week.
try it. Give it a whirl, because that's what I did last night in bed. I was like, oh, this is weird. I'm watching Gossip Girl in bed, like a bedtime show, and Aunt watched it with me. And I was
definitely not a bedtime show.
No, it's not a bedtime show. Like, probably will not rewatch this series.
No, I'm good with not rewatching the series. But if you want to have a conversation about it, I'm totally here for
I will
it.
100% talk about Gossip Girl. And if you need me to rewatch an episode to talk to you about, I will do that. But like me going back and be like, yeah, let me catch an episode before bed. This isn't the show for me.
It's not the comfort.
It's not a comfort. No.
Yeah. But hopefully we're comforting to
y'all,
whoever is still here.
Please, I hope we comfort you.
If we do comfort you, maybe you want to consider rating and reviewing us on Apple. If you want to join the Patreon family, support us. We would love that. All of the funds there literally goes right back into our network. And what you're hearing now is the shining star, the project that we're continuing to work on each week. And we put a lot of love and dedication. And we just, if you're here, as long as you've been here over an hour, I'm sure, we love you.
We do.
And we'll be back next week, episode 3 with patron Mike. So catch you on the flip side.
Bye. The finger guns.
Thank you so much for listening to 3 Gossip Girls podcast. You can email us at 3gossipgirlspod@gmail.com. Or if you want to follow this show and all of our others, you can head over to Instagram at Total Betty Podcast Network.
This has been a Total Betty podcast, produced and edited by Michelle Rubenstein and Alyssa Tenio, music by Anthony Vacora.